Hi, I'm Matthew Pettit with Pride TV at Lehigh High School. We are here this afternoon to interview the winners of a new category in the Utah High School Film Festival. This category, sponsored by Skills USA students at Lehigh High School and the Children's Friend Foundation, addresses the topic of addiction prevention. Many of you are familiar with the Just Say No campaign that is well-funded and widespread throughout the country. Just Say No has done much good. The theme that was used for this year's festival took on a new twist, however. It was Say Yes to Your Dreams. We have Maddie Goad from Lehigh High School, Isaac Erickson from Murray High School, and Dania Rice also from Lehigh High. Each of your 1-minute winning films had a title. Let's begin by discussing how your title came to be and your inspiration. Maddie Goad was the first place winner, and her film was titled Say Yes to Your Dreams. Share with us, Maddie, your thoughts as you put together your film.
In the process of determining what I was going to do in the video, I came across a quote that says, "He who has a why to live for can bear with almost any how." So when you have a reason of why you're doing it, you don't have to worry about the process of how you're going to do it. You do it because you love your dream. You say yes to your dream, you say no to drugs. It's simple, just as easy as that. So Say Yes to Your Dreams is my title because saying yes to your dreams is what it's all about.
Isaac Erickson took second place with his film, The Flower. What was your message, Isaac?
Thanks. I came up with the title The Flower for my video because I thought flowers expressed a nice natural beauty, and it created a good metaphor with people with addictions, showing how the addictions were destroying the flower, and it was a nice parallel with how addictions can destroy people. And that's where I got the name for my video.
Dania Rice was the third place winner with her film entitled Reverse Addiction. Your thoughts, Dania, as you put together the idea for your film.
Coming up with my title started from my actual video, which reverses. So Reverse Addiction came easy. I started really negative on what addiction is and that it isn't a disease. By the middle, we reversed it, and addiction is a disease. And we just showed a positive look on letting people know that it is a disease and that we do need to face it.
As each of you think about this experience, what did you learn about addiction that you didn't already know? And how did you come to understand this particular disease better? Let's start with Dania this time.
Before starting my film, I decided to educate myself on what really addiction is. And after knowing and finding out that addiction is a disease, that's what I wanted to really center in on and focus on. That addiction is a disease, and I'd like to share that with everybody and spread awareness and what we can do, and that we are able to have hope with addiction and that there is help.
Let's hear from Isaac next.
Yes, what I learned about addictions is that addictions can really take over people's lives. Like, once I started doing the thing to the flower had no control over it, and it just kind of spun out of control, where addictions do the same thing. Like, once they catch hold, they just keep you and control you.
Thanks, Dania and Isaac. Now we will hear from our first place winner, Maddie.
So I grew up with everyone telling me, say no to drugs, say no, say no, say no. And with the concept of saying yes to your dream, it opened up this alternate universe of there's a positive side and a negative side. Rather than being addicted to drugs, on the negative side, you can be addicted to music, art, sports. And when you're focused on the positive things, it's easier to not even see the negative side of things.
We thank Maddie, Isaac, and Dania for joining us today. It has been said that the single most effective strategy for preventing addiction is to make meaning and purpose in your life and say yes to your dreams. This is Matthew Pettit with Pride TV at Lehigh High School saying thank you for tuning in.
Addiction isn't a disease. I refuse to believe that prevention can make a difference.
I realize this may be a shock. Addiction, like a disease, can be cured.
It's a lie. Once you're in it, there's no going back.
I know many who say all hope is lost.
No longer can it be said that you can help an addict.
I promise you this, if you try, you won't succeed.
It's foolish to presume addiction is a disease.
All of this is true unless you choose to reverse it. Addiction is a disease.
It's foolish to presume if you try, you won't succeed.
Promise you this, you can help an addict.
No longer can it be said that all hope is lost.
I know many who say, once you're in it, there's no going back. It's a lie. Addiction, like a disease, can be cured.
I realize this may be a shock. Prevention can make a difference.
I refuse to believe that addiction isn't a disease.
Why do I live the way I do? I live for music.
I live for art.
I live for the game.
Art is the reason I can hold on.
Music drives me to become someone who can't live their life in silence.
It's a place I can go discover who I am and who I could be.
It's my escape from an overwhelming life.
Even though many artists participate in drugs, I find it not to be worth it.
And if doing drugs means losing my ability to be my opponent, it's not worth it to me.
I don't need substances to hide behind.
Art is how I handle my problems, not drugs.
I wouldn't risk anything if it meant I couldn't live my dream.
I wouldn't trade one night of a high for my dream.
I'm Guy Lemme, and this is my why.
Why I have the strength to say no.
Why I stand up when others back down.
This is why I live the way I do. So that one day,
I can say yes to my dream.
I can say yes to my dream.
I can say yes to my dream.